on the phone so he can learn how to negotiate with newscasts and how much to charge. Afterward, Louis goes to Channel 6 and shows the footage to news director Nina, who immediately becomes impressed by how close he got. She calls over the producer Frank, but the man freaks out, saying they can't put such graphic images on a morning show. Nina says they'll just add a warning and reminds him she's the boss, so she agrees to buy the footage. Louis tries negotiating but in the end doesn't get as much money as he hoped. However, Nina tells him he's got lots of potential and he just needs a better camera because his image quality right now isn't good. Since she's willing to buy more from him in the future, Louis asks what's best for ratings, and Nina explains their viewers are interested in graphic accidents and violent crimes in rich white areas. The next morning, Louis sees his footage on TV and feels like he's finally achieved something. He downloads the news clip on his computer and searches for a list of police codes online to memorize their meanings. Later, he meets with a young man called Rick for an interview. Once again, he uses a lot of corporate mumbo jumbo to ask questions and make Rick talk about himself, but in the end he hires him because he's got a phone, knows the area well, and knows how to use GPS. Louis reveals this is an unpaid internship, causing Rick to protest. He needs to be paid at least a little something because he's almost homeless. After a long discussion, Louis agrees to pay him $30 per night. In the evening, Louis and Rick wait in the car while listening to the police scanner for an interesting incident, and Louis uses the chance to teach Rick the police codes. After many hours of nothing, they finally hear about a fire, so they rush there. Rick is supposed to find the fattest route on the GPS and give directions, but Louis drives like a mania and yells at him because he's desperate to arrive first at the scene. Getting very nervous, Rick accidentally gives him wrong directions, and by the time they make it to the right spot it's too late because the paramedics have already wheeled the victim away. After Joe teases him for his tardiness, Louis gets furious with Rick and demands better communication, so Rick asks him not to rush him. The next time they get a good lead, Louis doesn't yell at Rick and they manage to arrive just in time. However, the police have closed up the robbed house and there isn't anything interesting to record. Louis refuses to give up and waits for the cops to be distracted. Then he sneaks inside the house to find the bullet hole